Sam Ashgari recently filed for divorce from Britney Spears after just 1 year of marriage. Now, people are questioning his true intentions more than ever. Even though Sam and Britney signed a prenup, he's still walking away with much more than he had before they got married. So did he secretly have shady motives all along, or was he hired to marry her? The truth about these two is seriously insane. When Sam and Britney first started dating over 6 years ago, people were already suspicious. He immediately gained fame and popularity just from associating with Britney. But before they met, so many aspects of Sam's life were completely different. In 2006, 12-year-old Sam moved from his home country of Iran to Los Angeles, where his dad was living. Years later, he shared that he made the most of the opportunities in America in order to succeed. But parts of his story have since been exposed as total lies. According to a Men's Health interview from 2018, Sam claimed that he almost had a promising career as an athlete. Allegedly, he was offered a football scholarship from the University of Nebraska. But what he said happened next was truly unbelievable. After Sam was unexpectedly cut from the football team during his freshman year, he moved back to Los Angeles. He ended up giving up on football altogether, but decided to follow his dreams of becoming a personal trainer. It really sounded like Sam had worked his way up to the top. But shortly after the interview was published, a few different reporters looked into some of his claims. What they discovered made Sam look like an absolute fraud. It turns out that Sam was never even enrolled in a Nebraska college and definitely hadn't been offered a football scholarship. And his career in fitness didn't exactly happen the way he made it seem. The truth about his real rise to fame is honestly crazy. Before Sam dated Britney, he wasn't a confident, inspiring athlete. It's true that he had been interested in sports, but that doesn't mean he could have gone pro. Instead, he was working 3 different jobs and was still pretty much broke. Sam was working as a cashier at Best Buy, a sales rep for Gold's Gym, and security at a nightclub. The stress of not having any direction in his life led him to eat junk food around the clock. Not even 3 years before he met Britney, he came to a surprising realization. Sam had hit his heaviest body weight ever at nearly 300 pounds. He was so depressed and decided to quit his jobs at Best Buy and the nightclub. That left him with even less money than before, which had a startling impact on his life. Sam was in a terrible financial situation, and he spent most of his free time watching YouTube videos. Eventually, he became really interested in his fitness channels and started learning about different exercises, but his health still wasn't back on track. Sam didn't have the money to pay for a lot of groceries, so he usually only bought meat and vegetables. Because he was no longer eating Doritos and candy for every meal and had started working out, he went through an extreme physical transformation. In just 6 months, Sam had lost a whopping 100 pounds. When his sister Faye moved to the United States the following year, she encouraged him to pursue a modeling career. She already had connections in the industry and was able to get Sam a life-changing opportunity. Faye was good friends with a well-known fashion designer, Michael Costello. She brought Sam to one of Michael's auditions, which resulted in him being offered a spot in a runway show. What happened next was totally insane. Sam landed his first commercial in the beginning of 2016, which also happened to be a major ad during the Super Bowl. That led to him playing the role of a construction worker in a music video for Fifth Harmony. Thanks to his sister, he had seriously lucked out. But Sam was most excited for his next gig. In the fall of 2016, Sam appeared in Britney's music video for her song Slumber Party. They exchanged numbers, went on a date, and the rest was history. But a lot of people were never convinced that they were a perfect match for each other. In November, Sam started a series of cosmetic procedures to transform his entire mouth. His teeth were completely rotten and broken from all the junk food he used to eat. Over the next several months, all of his teeth were replaced by implants and crowns, which was unbelievably expensive. It reportedly cost around $8,000 for each tooth to be replaced and crowned, which could have totaled over $250,000. Although Sam and Britney didn't publicly announce the relationship until January 2017, many people felt like the timing of everything was way too coincidental. People started speculating that Sam had used Britney's money to improve his appearance. It was pretty crazy how many more acting roles he landed afterward, but those weren't the only opportunities he had after meeting Britney. In 2018, Sam got a job at Royal Personal Training. He's worked as a personal trainer for many celebrities since then, but 2 years after he was hired at the training facility, he made a huge leap in his fitness career. In 2020, Sam launched his own online training program called Ashgari Fitness. But had he funded the program by financially taking advantage of Britney? An astonishing amount of people think that's exactly what happened. So many people believe that if Sam hadn't dated Britney, Britney, his life would be way different today. He probably wouldn't have gained the popularity or money that made his fitness program successful or even possible. But that's not all. People have also theorized that if Sam's fame hadn't skyrocketed after being revealed as Britney's boyfriend, he wouldn't have had nearly as many modeling and acting gigs. Now, he's been able to act with high-profile stars like Mel Gibson and Zoe Saldana, and when he wasn't on set with big-name celebrities, he and Britney were taking lavish vacations and living extravagantly. Sam's net worth of $5 million might not match Britney's reported $60 million, but it's still an impressive amount. And even though he filed for divorce, he could potentially still be benefiting from her. This is absolutely shocking. There have been countless theories going around about Sam's finances now that he's split from Britney. Their prenup states that he won't receive any spousal support, but he will be able to keep the gifts she gave him while they were together. Some of those gifts include pricey vehicles, luxury clothes, and an expensive shoe collection. Sam isn't entitled to any of Britney's earnings or the home they shared, but allegedly he might be trying to get money from her in a truly bizarre way. There's a rumor that Sam recently told Britney that he would release humiliating photos and videos of her unless she pays him. His representative denied that there's any truth to that, but other sources have revealed that he could be getting a massive payout soon. According to what an insider told Page 6, Britney knows that Sam could publicly embarrass her and would agree to give him money to keep quiet. But a separate source explained that Britney's money is well protected and Sam will never see another cent of it. For now, it appears that the majority of reports are claiming that Sam would never try to exploit Britney for money. But as we've seen over the last 6 years, there's an overwhelming amount of people who think that's all he was ever after. However, some people also believe that Sam was actually being paid to monitor and take care of Britney. They thought that after her conservatorship ended in 2021 and her father was no longer in charge of her, Sam took over that control. At the time, people theorized that Sam and Britney's relationship had been nothing but an act. They believed that he was secretly hired by her dad to keep a closer eye on her, which is honestly pretty extreme. Although most of these speculations have been put to rest, one of Sam's reasons for divorcing Britney could be related to her conservatorship. Very recently, an inside source spoke to Entertainment Tonight, and what they said was mind-blowing. Supposedly, Britney's freedom had an unexpected impact on her relationship with Sam. Apparently, he had been supportive of the conservatorship ending, but once it was over, he realized that their dynamic was about to seriously change. Sam was used to being with Britney almost all the time, and their lives were set in a relatively basic routine, but she wanted to make sure that no one else would ever control her, and he reportedly had some controlling tendencies. Eventually, they just couldn't make their marriage work anymore, and he decided to leave. It seems like the odds of Sam being hired to watch over Britney are slim to none, but there are still some people who think that he was only using her for fame and money. It's insane how different Sam's life was before meeting Britney and how drastically it changed afterward. But now that we've gotten into those details and the reasons why people are still suspicious of him, I'm curious. Do you guys think that Sam was after fame and money all along, or did he really love and care about Britney? What do you think about the extreme transformation he made only a few years before meeting her? Let me know in the comments below.